Hi everyone! Today is day 14 of the October YouTube Pagan Vlog Challenge, and today's word is spell. And I thought, since I'm a creative, I would show you how to do a little tiny pocket size tag-along spell notebook with you that you could carry with you out of one sheet of paper. Okay, this is just a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of printer paper. Okay, pretty sure you could probably do this with any kind of paper you want. Okay, but for this we're going to use this because I want it to be blank. I don't want any lines or anything on it, and if I want lines on it I can do that later. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this sheet and we're going to fold it in half long ways first, and we're going to try to get it as even as possible. Now I'm not going to use a ruler because, well, I kind of like things just a little tiny bit not perfect. It kind of gives it more of that appeal for me, I guess. Okay, so here we go. We got our long fold right here. Woohoo, long fold. All right, now we're going to fold it the other direction. Okay, we're going to fold it in half the other direction. Again, trying to match up as even as we can. Human error is okay, guys. Promise. All right, so then we have the half, right? Now we're going to take and do a half here and a half here. So we're going to fold this part into the half like this, okay? Making it as even as possible. All right, see? Now we're going to do the same thing to this side going in, okay? Making it as even as you can. If it's not even, that's okay. It's just a single sheet of paper. You can try again. I'll have to show you my first one. I totally messed up on my first one. All right, so here we go. This is what we got, right? Hello, look at that. Isn't that cool? Okay, now here's the fun part. This middle line right here, this one right here, is what we're going to use to push up. Pushing up to where we fold it right here. So this is what it's going to look like. You see that? Okay, so this is what we want it to look like. Got it? That's what you want it to look like. So that's folding it the long ways, or the short ways, I guess. Short ways, not long ways. So I'll show you that again. So here it is, and we're going to take this middle part right here, and we're going to fold it up, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut right down this middle right here with our scissors, okay? We're going to follow this line right here. See that line? That's what we're going to follow, and we're only going to cut from here to there. Do not cut it all the way, just from here to there, okay? So here we go. We're going to follow this line. I'm not really good at following lines here. I'm kind of blind, which I've told you guys before. Straight lines is not my thing. But you can watch me cut this as kind of straight as I can get it. There we go. See? Just to that line, right? Okay? Both sides is cut, but it's not cut all the way down. So here's our thing. We folded it up, and then we cut right here. Okay? Now for the magic part, because you know me, I'm not really a spell person, but I totally believe in magic, guys. Magic is a thing, okay? All right, you ready for the magic to happen? We're going to take it like this, and then we're going to take it like this, okay? And you're going to just fold this side down, okay? You see how it's turning into like this square? And then we're going to fold this side down. So now we have this like X square thingy, and then we are just going to fold it together. And that gives you, well, not exactly proportional, but you know, that's probably where I cut it. But either way, you have a spell book, just like this. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and you can cut these right here. All of these things, which gives you extra pages. Look at that, extra page, There's another page. Here we go. Here's another one. We can just cut up here and give us another page. Okay, so now we have pages. Now, because you do that, you have to be careful because you don't want it to like fall apart on you, okay? So you might have to open it up to the middle area and put like a staple in here, or if you're brave, you can also string it, okay? Simple stringing. And I'll get my string and everything to show you that. And then after you're done, you got this all together, right? I like the look of old looking papers, okay? Now you can do this several ways. My favorite way is, of course, to like tea dye or coffee dye the page, but don't do it before you fold it because then it'll make it really hard to do all the stuff you need to do with it for the folding and cutting. But afterwards, you can easily dye this, okay? Afterwards, you can easily dye this, but I would do it individual, like paint it individually with the dye that you want to use. The other way you can do it is if you have any ink, like brown ink or black ink or whatever, you can just kind of rub it on the page just real gently and give it like an older looking feel. And then just start writing in it and decorating it however you want. And the great thing about this, okay? So this gives you what? If you cut those two things like I showed you, 1, 2, 3, and you can actually get more because you could cut right here. Because you see this? You can even cut right here to give you more pages, okay? Which, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it and see what happens. We're going to go ahead and cut this. Like, you want to be more perfect. Like, if you want to use this, you're going to definitely want to be more perfect. But for sake of saving time and not making this a 30-minute video, we're just going to go fast. We're going to go easy. It's going to be messy. So there's another one I cut. And then we're going to come back to this back one right here, and we're going to cut that one as well. So anywhere there's folds, we're going to cut, basically. Okay? Now the idea, if you do a one-page paper like this, is generally not to cut these. It stays together better if you do not cut them, okay? I'll be honest, it does. But you also have less pages, okay? You also have less pages. So if you cut them, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. A little book, okay? It's the size of my hand. Here's my scissors. It's almost half the size of my scissors. That is enough room for you to write down any spells that you're thinking about, or maybe you saw a spell, or maybe you're talking to somebody and they mention something that you can put in a spell, or you see ingredients that you want to add to things. You can totally write this down in your little booklet, okay? And decorate it however you want, whatever you want to do. And then this is only one page, right? And say you fill it up. Okay, guess what? You can do another page. And suddenly you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Suddenly you have 16 pages in your little book, okay? And look how flat that is. Like, you're just going to write on it, right? And do just tiny little bit of decoration, you know, to make it look all old and pretty and spelly, right? Spellbooky, like grimoire maybe. Or just notes or field notes, however you want to do it. And then suddenly you have 16 pages, and look, it is still thin. This will fit perfectly inside a book of shadows still. Isn't that great? So I told you I promised that I would show you my mess up, okay? So here's the one I didn't mess up that I just did with you guys. This is the one I did at first and messed up on. I cut it all wrong. Like, it's cut in so many different areas. Because I didn't get it right the first time. So that's my mess up. It doesn't even go together right. It's all sorts of wonky and not sitting right, and yeah. But there you have it. There's a little tiny spell book you can carry by yourself or decorate however you want, or if you're into gift giving, you can create one for somebody else and it ships in the mail really well too. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you learned something, got excited about something that's inspiring for you, and can use this to your advantage, and let me know in the comments, okay? You guys have a great day. It's been fantastic so far helping you with spell.